Hello, everybody. In this video, I'll be presenting an overview of how to use Covidence in managing and organizing your systematic reviews. I'm Fortunate Fiong from the African Community for Systematic Reviews and Meta-Analysis, ACSRM. So Covidence is a web-based tool that can be used for title and abstract screening, data extraction, and quality assessment. It allows you to perform these tasks conveniently, quickly, and very effectively. So as you can see, it is used by over 300,000 researchers from all across the world. And yes, Covidence has a free trial version, but of course, the free trial version has certain limitations. But then the good news is that the premium version is available for free under certain circumstances. For example, if you're a researcher from a low-income country. So let's delve right in. Signing into Covidence is easy. You just need a few details: your name, your email address, and password. And your role, organization, these are optional, and then that's it. You create your account. So once you create your account, you'll be taken to this interface that says start a new review. But then you will have to verify your email address if you've not verified. I've already verified that. It's easy. You click on, there will be a prompt here that says verify your email address in your profile. So once you do that, your email address will be verified. And it's really easy to do that. If you've tried verifying and it's not even verified, just keep trying. All right, so if you have to create a new review, the questions are quite simple. Just remember that with Covidence, you could either create and manage a review by yourself, or you could be invited to contribute to another review. So you don't necessarily have to start a review by yourself. If you don't intend to start a new review, then you can still use Covidence, but you'll be invited by an author who has a review ongoing. All right, so if you're to start a review, the questions are simple. Is it a Cochrane review? No. Name of review, and let's say this is for practice, community health insurance schemes in Nigeria. Sorry. And then type of review, it's a systematic review. Area of research is medicine and health sciences. So you can see that this is a trial version, and it's showing me that I have only one review. So it means if I create this review, I cannot create any other review again with this account unless I am granted a free, unless I'm granted another free review by Covidence. So you click on create review. So once you create a review, you'll be taken to the review settings. And the first thing you might want to do would be to invite other reviewers. Remember that because this is a premium account, like I told you, there are certain limitations. And the first limitation is that you cannot screen more than 500 records, and you cannot invite more than 2, or it allows only 2 reviewers. So let's say we invite our reviewer, Ifyong Fortune, and Ifyong will receive an invite from Covidence to contribute to your systematic review. So at Ifyong's end, you'll receive an email from Covidence support telling him to contribute to your systematic review, and he can accept the invitation from there. So once he accepts the invitation, it will be prompted to sign up for an account. That's if he has not signed up for an account with Covidence before now. But if he already has an account with Covidence, he'll be taken to his Covidence interface right away. Because if Young has accepted the review at your own end, you would see that if Young has accepted the review because he will be one of your reviewers. And then you can see that you cannot invite another reviewer with this plan. So you can check out other review settings. You can check team settings. You can check inclusion and exclusion criteria. And then under team settings, you get to decide on the roles of team members. For example, you can decide what kind of rules you want, if you want everybody to do everything, or perhaps you want screening to be done by only this person or this person and this person, conflict to be resolved by this person or this person. But let's assume that for now I'm comfortable with the settings and we can go with that. So you could set this, you could put these settings for all the stages of the systematic review process, for the title and abstract screening, full text review, as well as the data extraction. Decide on what each person is allowed to do. For review settings, you can make changes to the original settings of your review. You can change the name, review type, the area of research, number of reviewers required, and the data extraction, the preferred data extraction tool. So let's assume I'm comfortable with the default settings. So you could also just type in your inclusion and exclusion criteria that will be used in screening the articles, either during the title and abstract screening or the full text screening. So if you're satisfied with all the settings, then you save. Once you're satisfied with the settings and you save, you'll be taken back to the review summary. In the review summary, you can see that it is arranged chronologically following the different stages of the systematic review process. So the first thing you might want to do would be to download the references that you have gotten from your databases. So in this video, we'll be learning how to import references from PubMed. So remember that you need to export from other databases as well, Cochrane Library, Scopus, African Journal Online, and so on and so forth. But for the purpose of this, for this video, we'll be considering only PubMed. Now, Covidence accepts references in specific formats, and that's why you have to learn how to import from other databases as well. So for example, for PubMed, it only accepts references in the PubMed format. So if you are saving citations in other formats, it may not be accepted by Covidence, and it's essentially the same thing with other databases. It's something similar with other databases. It might be in different format, but Covidence will accept in specific format. So you have to figure out what format is accepted or comfortable for Covidence. So we decide that we are saving citations on this page alone, and the citations have been downloaded. So you decide what you want to do with the imported citations. Is it for screening? Is it for full text review? So let's say it's for screening and the data is coming from PubMed. So we choose file. We click on import. So we can see that the references have been imported for title and abstract screening, and you can go ahead to import for other databases if you need to. So for the purpose of this tutorial, we'll only be working with the 10 references that have been imported. So you click on continue and we start the title and abstract screening. All right, so the title and abstract screening with Covidence is quite easy. So all you need to do is read through and then pick no, yes, or maybe. No meaning that it should be excluded. It doesn't fit into your inclusion criteria, and maybe you're not sure. Yes, you're sure that it should be included, and it fits into your inclusion criteria. So remember that you can add your inclusion exclusion criteria here, and this will be helpful for other reviewers. While they are screening the title and abstracts, they can peep through the inclusion exclusion criteria and be informed on, or properly informed on, the decision they are taking. All right, so let's assume this is a no, and it's a maybe for the next article, and a yes for the next article, and so on. Notice that you can add a note here for other collaborators or other reviewers. Maybe there's something about the article you want them to note while screening or while reviewing the article. You could add a note here, and it's really simple. And when Fortune or any other reviewer is going through this article, they'll be able to see the notes that you have put there for them. So once you've done the title and abstract screening, it has showed here 10 votes, or 10 of 1 vote, showing you that you have screened 10 articles. And since Fortune is the other reviewer, you'll be waiting for his own screening. So this shows that Fortune has also voted, and he has also screened the title and abstract. And there are 6 conflicts, right? There are 6 articles that our voting does not tally. So what we have to do is to resolve the conflict. This conflict can be resolved at either end, either at Fortune's end or at your own end. So if our final decision was no, and let's say for the next article, final decision was no, and for the next one, yes, and let's say the next one is maybe, and this maybe means that we have to sort it out during the full text screening. You can see that there are 0 references to be screened. That means all have been screened, and there are 6 conflicts to be resolved, which we've done already. Because if Young or Fortune has completed his screening, 0 references are waiting review, and then irrelevant references, 2 references have been excluded before even resolving the conflicts. So once you have resolved the conflict, you can see that we have finally excluded 6 references, and you'll be prompted to start full text review or import more references, maybe from other databases. So let's say we want to start full text review. So you're now starting your full text review, and there are 4 references for you to review. And the interesting thing is that Covidence has imported the full text for you already. So you can see full text uploaded by Covidence. So you can access the full text here by clicking on this PDF file, and the full text of that article will be revealed. So once you study the article, you can come back to deciding if it should be included or excluded. So you can notice that at this stage, there is no maybe. You either include or exclude the article. So let's assume we are going to exclude this article. So you'll be prompted to select a reason for excluding the article. You could say wrong outcomes, or wrong patient population, wrong comparator, whatever may be the reason. Or let's say none of these reasons satisfies you. You can say edit this list and then you add a reason. Wrong, let's say wrong setting, just anything at all. Oh, it has already been taken, so you can say wrong predictor. It depends on whatever you think is a reason for excluding. You come back to picking that reason, wrong predictor, and click on confirm. And let's assume we want to exclude this article. We say the reason we're excluding is wrong setting, and we click on confirm. And that's all for the full text screening. So you'll be waiting for Effiong to, do the full text screening at its own end. So once Fortune completes its full text screening, you can see the result. And it shows that there are 3 conflicts to resolve. So you can go to resolving conflicts and you can, do this in consensus. So let's say the final decision here is to exclude. Here there were more than one reason for exclusion. You have to pick the final reason why you're excluding. So let's say the final reason why we're excluding this is wrong predictor. So that'll be all for the full text screening. Once you've completed the title, abstract, and full text screening, you'll be taken to data extraction. So you can see we've screened out of 10 articles. We excluded 6 articles from title and abstract screening and 3 more articles from full text screening. And then 1 article is passing through to quality assessment and data extraction. So you click continue. The Covidence comes with a data extraction template and a quality assessment template. So you could click on either of them to view how the template is, and if it's not going with what you want, then you can edit the template to whatever is comfortable for you. You can see the templates by Covidence, so you could choose to start from scratch, or you could choose to delete a particular information or add or edit whatever you want to edit. So there are so many items here, and you don't necessarily need to go with all these items. What you need is what is relevant for your study. So you can delete the other items that are not relevant for your study and go with and add what is good for you. And once you're done, once you're satisfied with the template, you can click publish. By publishing, it means that you have supported that this template should be used for data extraction. You've not started data extraction itself. You've only published the template as a way of accepting that this is a template that should be used for data extraction. And the same thing goes for quality assessment. You can delete, you can add, you can even start from scratch depending on what you want. And then once you're done, you click on publish as a way of saying, yeah, I'm okay, I'm satisfied with the template as it is now, and this template should be used for quality assessment. So once you're done with that, you can start your data extraction and quality assessment. You see on one side of your screen, you have the full article, and the other side, you have your data extraction template and your quality assessment template. So you can do both activities together. Maybe preferably you do your quality assessment first before the data extraction. So let's say for the first item in our quality assessment template, we are going with first high and low whatever it is that works for you. And then for the data extraction, let's say we're only interested in extracting the lead author's details. Let's say we extract and then we put it here. So we could also say, let's take something on the study design. For example, I've not gone through this article to know what is a study design, but we can say a cross-sectional study for the purpose of the tutorial. And you can send it for consensus, assuming you have extracted all the relevant or important information. and you assess the quality of the article, you can send it for consensus. And then other reviewers like Fortune will be able to see what you have done, and you can also see what Fortune have done. Once you've extracted the data, you can see it will move to the in progress tab, showing you that you are waiting for, or we are waiting for Fortune to also perform its data extraction. So once Effiong has performed its data extraction, you can see it moves to the consensus required tab, and you can begin consensus. It shows you that for the data extraction, or let's start with the quality assessment. For the quality assessment, 4 consensus are required, and you can see what ACSRM supported, and you can see what Fortune supported. So you could choose to use either of their judgment depending on what you finally agree to do. So then the same thing for the data extraction. You can choose to go with ACSRM or Fortune's consensus. And then once you're done with this, you click on complete. Once the consensus is completed, you can view final data, or you export the result of your data extraction and quality assessment. You can choose to export whatever. But let's say we're interested in exporting the data extraction and quality assessment consensus, and click on export CSV, and it will be exported as CSV. Click on download, and it will be downloaded as a CSV file. So once it's exported, you can see the results of the consensus and all the data you've extracted. You can also see the results of the quality assessment. You can go back to the Covidence interface, and maybe after completing your data extraction and quality assessment, you can download your Prisma diagram. So your Prisma diagram shows you the entire process, that 10 articles were imported and 10 were screened, 6 were excluded from the title, and so on and so forth. So you can either view as text or download the document. So that's all about it for using Covidence in managing and organizing your systematic reviews. I really hope this helps.